Hey guys, it's Kelly. It is day 9 of vlogging every day in April. April 9th. It's Thursday. The kids just got done with school. I'm gonna sit y'all down. And yeah, Casey's on the way home to start a 3-day weekend. What the kids don't know is that he doesn't have to go to work tomorrow. At his job, they don't work on Good Friday. They usually have a fishing tournament, but with everything shut down and lakes and rivers closed, that there's no fishing tournament this year, so that means no fresh fish for my freezer. I'm a little mad about that, but I'll get my fresh fish somewhere else. But yeah, I got a order from the Bookish Box in the mail today, and it's one of their ampersand shirts, Mooney, wormtail crossed out, Padfoot and prongs, and I also got a Deathly Hallows necklace. But yeah, I'm going to finish my March wrap up today before Casey gets home, and then we may go outside and cut some more trees or watch a movie. I don't know, but I did upload VEDA day 2 today, so I'm like a week behind. I'm sorry. I'm trying to catch up. But yeah. So let's go talk about the rest of the books I read in the month of March. There's 3 more books. And yeah. Then I might show you what we're having for supper, because I'm going to start cooking early, because we hungry. And so I'm bored. So let's just go do that. So I have 3 more books left, and 2 are in a part of a series, so I'm going to go through those quickly and then share my thoughts on them and my feelings. But the first one is Wintersmith, The Call of Morgan Crow. This is book 2 in the Nevermore series. It's about a little girl named Morgan. She is a cursed child, and on her 11th birthday she is supposed to die. All cursed children are supposed to die on their 11th birthday. So her 11th birthday comes around, and she gets taken by this guy named Jupiter North, who's trying to save her from these shadow horses. And she's glad to be taken, and he sneaks her into the Republic or the city of Nevermore, and she's glad to be out of the Wintersea where she lives, because people blame all of their problems on her and make her father pay retributions and write apologies and punishments and stuff like that. So she has to go through these trials to show her knack so she can go into the school, and she doesn't know what her knack is. And so Jupiter North tells her, oh, you'll know, I'll tell you, just trust me. And then finds out that she is something that everyone fears. And so her problems from Wintersea come straight into Nevermore, and she's frowned upon because people are saying, oh, what is her knack? We don't know. How can we trust her? And the people who do know what she is, they are like, no, the last one was evil, we don't want another one, kick her out. And yeah, it's got all of these. But this one, she is in school, and it's much more darker. It's more of a test of loyalty, and it's got a lot more betrayal. It shows who her real friends are. It's got a grumpy freaking tortoise one who I wanted to strangle. Just send a jaguar after him. Say, I didn't know jaguars eat turtles. If y'all didn't know that, science lesson for today: jaguars eat turtles. And a bunch of deadly secrets. If y'all see me keep looking down, I'm looking at my notes because I haven't read this since March 18th. So I really enjoyed it. I can't wait for Hollowpox to come out, the 3rd one. And I thought it came out at the beginning of the year, and it comes out in August. So the next one is a little short one. It's Grayson by Lynn Cox. Lynn Cox was, this is a fiction. This was part of my A to Z fiction reading challenge, non-fiction reading challenge for the year. And I don't know how that's going to go now because my library is closed and I can't get any more. I got some fiction on my bookshelves, but they're not global. So I may see. But this is about a woman who's training to swim across the Pacific. She's already swam across the English Channel or something, or one of the channels, and she's training. So one morning she is swimming and getting her miles in like a runner who runs and works up their stamina for the marathons. But she's swimming and she's getting close to the shore. She's almost done. She's ready to go home and eat breakfast. And then she feels this giant thing underneath her pulling her down and making it harder. And she can tell something's underneath her, but she doesn't know what. She thinks it's dolphins. She thinks it's anything but a baby blue whale. And so the whale gets separated from its mother, and she has to spend hours upon hours in this ocean trying to get the baby back to its mom. And it was a little difficult to believe sometimes because she was going so... She took multiple trips down into deep water, and the pressure was like closing in on her head, and she was staying down and then coming back up and then going straight back down again with headaches. That's a little hard to believe. I know that she's a swimmer and she could build tolerance like that, but I might have to read her book Swimming to Antarctica to see if it talks about her tolerance to the water pressure that way. Because she did swim, I don't know if she swam to Antarctica. She probably swam to like the island of Georgia and then swam back. I don't know. So I'm going to have to read that to learn more about her swimming techniques and stuff like that. But I give this a 4 out of 5. All of her descriptions of the marine life brought back the time when I wanted to be a marine biologist. I wanted to be a marine biologist for so long before I switched to wanting to be a sports broadcaster. Yeah. Whoa. From 4th grade to 8th grade, I wanted to be a marine biologist. I wanted to go to the University of Hawaii. I wanted to live in Hawaii and just learn all that. And so that changed. I liked baseball and I liked writing, so I put those two together and bam. And if I'm like glitching, then my phone's running out of space. But yes, so I'm gonna have to read her first book to see if she talks about her swimming techniques. But the description of the marine life was just so fascinating, and it just made me want to go to an ocean and just look at all the corals. And the last book I read, I had to end up getting an audiobook to help me finish before the end of the month, and that is A Clash of Kings by George R. R. Martin. This is the second book in A Song of Ice and Fire, Game of Thrones. If you don't know what Game of Thrones is, it's set in Westeros. It's about King Baratheon, Robert Baratheon, and his family, the Lannisters, up in King's Landing, and it's about Ned Stark and his family in Winterfell. They come together. Ned becomes the king's hand. Ned takes Arya, Sansa, and who else? I think he takes those two with him to King's Landing, along with his guards and soldiers. And then betrayal, and yeah, and then his older son Robb becomes king in the north, and Robert Baratheon is murdered or killed by a boar. Murdered. And little Bran, he becomes Bran the Broken after he falls, or he falls and breaks his legs or becomes paralyzed, and find out there's like incest and all this crap. So this one, Clash of Kings, there's a shit ton of kings, 5 and 2 queens vying for all of the 7 kingdoms, the whole of Westeros. And There was some points of views that I wish that George R. R. Martin kept, like Robb. We learned more about his character through Catelyn. I wanted Robb's point of view. I love Robb. I could have done without Davos. If you wanted to talk about King Stannis, make a point of view from King Stannis. Don't give me a shit knight. And also, I could have done without Theon Greyjoy's point of view. He was just like grabbing onto his sister, and he didn't know his sister, and he was trying to take over where he left off from where he was a hostage under Ned Stark, who fed him from his table. So, a little ungrateful knight. But yeah, I could have done without Greyjoy, but he deserves to die for taking over Winterfell like that. If y'all have not read this, read it, because I need to catch up on season 2 now. I need to watch season 2. I need to find it. Can't get it from the library. Library's closed. I'm making unstuffed pepper casserole. I got red bell pepper, green bell pepper, beef. Oh. I'm using garden chunky tomato, onion, and garlic. My kitchen is a mess. Let me turn that off. I just put my yellow rice in there. That's what the timer was. And now I'm going to put the rest of my sauce in.